Cookbooks, we are on our final recipe in the Betty Crocker cookbook for the Cookbook Club. Today we're making banana cream pie. Banana cream pie! I think this might be one of Eric's favorite desserts. Mm-hmm. So welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. Okay, if this is your first time here with us in the Cookbook Club, we pick a cookbook a month and we cook a recipe every week. So we cook 4 recipes out of each cookbook. This month we're on the Betty Crocker cookbook, and this is our final recipe for the month of June. So we're going to make the crust first. So we're going to go ahead and put the flour in here, and we're going to put salt in here. This is interesting that there's no sugar in this crust. There's only 4 ingredients, and it's a shortening crust. So here's our shortening, refrigerated. We're going to take this is a pastry cutter, and we're just going to cut this shortening into this flour until it is coarse crumbs. And this basically cuts it into the flour. And it does it kind of gently. It keeps it from developing gluten, because you want a tender crust. You don't want bread, right? So I have some ice water, and we're going to drizzle a couple tablespoons of ice water. We're going to start with 2. We're going to incorporate that in here. Let me go grab a board. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of flour on here, and we're going to take our pastry and we're going to put it on there. Still very crumbly, and that's perfectly fine. This is interesting because she doesn't call for refrigerating it, which is odd.
So with all that cold Crisco, it's supposed to help it be like a flaky and stuff?
Yeah. We're going to roll it out. Dry it out a little. Of course, you can always buy a grocery store pastry, but why would you do that, right? This makes a really thin pastry, which is kind of odd to me. Probably might make a little bit more to make it thicker. Roll it on your rolling pin here. Take your pie. So she calls for a glass pie dish. So this is a 9-inch. I specifically got one that's not deep dish, because I have some others that are deep dish, but I was afraid that I wouldn't have enough filling.
Well, boo-boo, practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can eat the non-perfects.
Now, the question is, can I get a decent edge on it? Or do I just call it rustic, and how it comes out, right? You don't mind if your pie is rustic?
I just want the yum-yum.
So you're going to flute your edge however you do that? Ta-da! Okay, so Betty wants us to dock the crust, and that is just to take a fork and put some little holes in it. You don't want to pierce all the way to the bottom because we are using a custard in here, so you don't want it to leak out. But this keeps it from puffing in some spots where you get a big bubble in it. And we're going to dock a little bit around the sides here because it will get a bubble on the sides. But I'm going to doubly insure us from that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little round of parchment paper and I'm going to stick that in here. And we're going to take some little bit of pinto beans. So we're making pinto pie, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to put these are going to act as pie weights. And it's just going to keep the pie crust down, keep it from popping up all over the place. This is a classic strategy for that. I'm using this 9-inch. It's for a 9-inch cake round. It's like a pre-cut. So I might be asking for it a little bit here. There you go. I need like a 12-inch. So we're going to put this in the oven. We're going to bake this because this is not going to be baked again. So it's going to bake for about 10 minutes. We'll be back. So one of the reasons I use pie weights is because I don't want the sides to shrink down. And this keeps that from happening. What I'm going to do now, it's been in there. She doesn't call for pie weights. It's been in there for her amount of time, like 10 minutes. But I think it needs a little bit longer because I'm using the pie weights. So I'm going to take the pie weights out, or the beans. Pie weights, also known as beans. I'm going to grab this. And see how the bottom part is not done. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the oven until this part is a little browned. Okay, time to make the custard. So I'm going to go ahead and turn our saucier on here. I got a couple of egg yolks in here. Okay. So we have some sugar, some cornstarch, some salt. It doesn't want to come out. Okay. Kaboom. And we're going to start slowly pouring in some milk here. And we are going to whisk it. Whisk it, whisk it, whisk it. Whiskey. Whiskey, whisk it like the whiskey. And we're going to keep stirring this. And as it comes to a boil, it's going to start thickening. And when it hits a boil, we're going to whisk it for 1 additional minute. So we need to cook it like for about 1 minute. Like this. 59, 58, 57, 56. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. So we need to temper these eggs, because if we put them directly in here, we're going to scramble these bad boys. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So what I'm going to do, if you guys can see here, is I'm going to, we're going to take this, and we're going to put this in here and stir. Whisk, 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 whisk. And then we're going to take a little bit more, and we're going to whisk, 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 whisk. And now we can take this back here, and we can pour this in here because it is heated.
You think Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart proud of you now?
And we're going to stir this in and eesh.
How long do you have to cook it like that?
Bring it back to a boil and let it boil for 1 minute like this.
Okay, we're at a boil.
Yeah.
Spoons down.
We're going to turn off the heat. We're going to throw some butter in here. Yeah, I got a little brown bits in there a little bit. That's okay. Looks pretty good. So let me go grab the pie crust and some sliced bananas. Okay, here comes the bananas. So one time we tried to make banana cream pie and we screwed it up because banana cream pie is really like bananas and custard pie, right? It's not a banana custard. Unless maybe you wanted to use like banana pie filling in there.
Well, if the bananas are exposed, you need to treat them with some acid, like citric acid, keep them oxidizing. Otherwise, they'll turn all the pudding gray. And it's ugly. Tastes good, but it's ugly. But since we're just covering this, no big deal.
So this is like 2 firm bananas. And next comes our custard filling. I think I did have it a little too high because I got a couple brown specks in it. Oh well. Ooh. I think that looks kind of good, huh, Boo?
I don't know. Bring it closer to me, my pretty.
Whew. Got it over full. Think that's too full?
No. We gotta put...
We're going to be putting whipped cream on the top.
Right. But for right now, we need to put, what, some saran wrap on there or something?
Yeah, we need to get some saran wrap. So we're just going to place this over here. And we want this to be right on the surface so a skin doesn't form on our custard. Looks pretty good. So this is going into the refrigerator until it is completely cool, about 2 hours. So we'll be back. We'll be back because we need to make some whipped cream. I have my little artisan mini KitchenAid stand mixer. KitchenAid mini stand mixer. We're going to put some whipping cream in here and we're going to let her go. I'm going to sweeten it up with some powdered sugar. And it looks like we've got whipped cream. Let me go grab the pie. Okay, so let's see if I can get this whipped cream on here. Dollops. Ooh. Kind of want to just dollop it on here so it looks fluffy. It looks kind of puffy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put, so we know it's a banana cream pie, I'm going to put some slices of banana in here. There we have it, cooks. A banana cream pie. I think Eric's ready to take a taste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think Eric is wanting a piece of this pie. He's sitting over there like, get on with it, girlfriend. So we're going to go ahead and cut pie. How big of a piece do you want, Boo?
Well,
just a smidgen?
It's going to be worth my time to walk over there.
Hopefully I cut it all the way in there. Didn't cut it all the way.
No,
Let's try that again. Wow! Wow! What's inside there? Banana cream pie. Come on over, Boo. Okay, Boo. Eat the banana cream pie.
I just want to thank you for all your hard work
You're welcome.
you know, it's so easy to go to the freezer section of the supermarket and get pre-done. But Boo Boo did it the hard way.
Homemade banana cream
It
pie.
is.
You got a banana?
How about now? Got some whipped cream and got some stuff there.
How's it taste?
I don't know. I need to know why.
How's the crust?
I haven't got down to that layer yet. There's some good stuff right there, right? Yum yum.
Is the crust baked all the way? It's a little hard.
So the custard is really tasty. It tastes, vanilla-y, something like that.
Vanilla-y.
It tastes like that. You got all this whipped cream, which is all nice and sweet and tasty. And then, of course, we got the bananas. And
So how do you rate it in terms
the
of...
crust is done. Now, can I get a little bit of everything?
Maybe if it had a butter crust instead of a shortening crust? I don't know.
The crust is thin but dense. So overall...
It's tasty?
Oh, very tasty. So,
You give your Betty your thumbs up.
but I got to get out of here because you know what Amy does with whipped cream, right?
Smack!
So let me do what I got to do.
So, cooks, I think for our last Betty recipe, she gets a thumbs up. Eric, he's so busy eating that he doesn't even describe what it tastes like to us.
Custard, banana, whipped cream. It's all good, right?
Right? Banana cream pie. Thank you, Betty. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this.